Well, good morning and welcome to my David Wilson Out and About YouTube channel. I'm currently in Devon for 5 days, staying in North Devon in a place called Combe, and today's video is just a short video showing you some of the sights of Combe. I'm starting off at a public house called the Pack of Cards, which has a very interesting history, and I'll give you a little bit of information on it in a moment. Then I'll be carrying on into the town down towards the beach. I believe the tide is in at the moment, so I may do this video over the morning and the afternoon because I actually want to walk further out along, so I've got the cliffs on the right and left. It's very, very bright, very breezy, so I'm not too sure if I'll be able to get the drone up. I'll do my best. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on with the video.
The Pack of Cards Inn is famous for its unique architecture, designed to resemble a deck of cards. This inn has 4 floors representing the 4 suites, 13 doors and fireplaces on each floor, representing the number of cards in each suit, and 52 stairs. The building is a Grade 2 listed building, recognised for its historical and architectural significance. It was reputedly built as a private house by George Ley following a gambling win in 1690. Combe is a village, civil parish, and former manor on the North Devon coast about 4 miles east of Ilfracombe. This charming village is nestled in a picturesque valley on the North Devon coast. It's known for its stunning scenery, a sheltered cove, and a rich history dating back to the Bronze Age. The village is surrounded by dramatic cliffs, rolling hills, and the crystal clear waters of the Bristol Channel. The sheltered cove provides a safe haven for boats, and the sandy beach is perfect for relaxing or exploring rock pools at low tide. The surrounding countryside offers numerous walking trails with varying levels of difficulty, providing opportunities to explore the stunning scenery. The Combe Museum showcases local artifacts and tells the story of the area's past.
Well, there we are. There's a view of the main beach at Combe from just below the car park I'm parked in. Up on the cliffs on the left there, you may be able to just make out some caravans. So that's the caravan park I'm staying in, and I've got a cliff edge caravan. So I've got amazing views at sunset, sunrise. Now the tide is quite well in at the moment. It takes till around about 2 to 3 o'clock before it goes out, probably around about a quarter of a mile. So what we'll do, we'll come back later today to this beach, take a walk out, because you get a beautiful view of the cliffs on the left hand side and the right hand side. And we will be able to walk on the right hand side. There is a pathway which is submerged at the moment, which we'll be able to walk along. Lots of rock pools to the right and caves, smugglers' caves. So we'll do that walk this afternoon. It's an absolute joy. I did it on Monday, just as a recce. I've been down there loads of times before, but I just wanted to reacquaint myself with the place. I haven't been here for 8 years. That's a very steep hill up to the caravan park, so I tend to drive up and down these days. Well, there's only 2 other people on the beach at the moment. Very, very quiet indeed, but it's absolutely lovely. I came down here on Monday and there was loads of roadworks right along the left-hand side. It's very noisy, loads of vans, so I didn't actually do any video in that day. But yeah, this is great. I suppose they're doing all the works in preparation for the Easter holidays, which, well, technically speaking, they start this Friday when the school children break up. Well, there's a pub I've spent many a happy hour in the past. Well, there's the local chippy. They're giving it a good old clean up, ready for the season. Well, there's a garage I'd like to give a shout out to. And I'll tell you the story as I walk along. Well, I've got the sun firmly in my eyes at the moment, but it's better than it being in the camera. Yeah, so while I walk up this hill, I'll tell you the story of what happened on Monday. I managed to get within 5 miles of Combe, my destination, and I was on some very windy, hilly roads, really twisty, and suddenly my rear brakes failed. Now, the noise was horrendous. I mean, literally, it went straight to bare metal. It was literally like a train on a track grinding to a halt, screeching. So what I did, I nursed it into Combe, obviously really concerned because the car was now dangerous, and I found a garage on the way in, Lovin's. So I pulled up, had a chat with the guy, told him my concerns, that I was down there for a few days holiday, and he very kindly booked it in for me that afternoon. Now he had to, I think we had 15 minutes until they had to make the last order for their parts for the next day, which would turn up that afternoon. So what he did, he got the order, had a quick look at the car, got the order in for the brake pads, and I went back about, I think it was 3 p.m. and I'm just stopping for a minute to catch my breath. Yeah, so anyway, they gave me a call about 4ish. I went back, they'd replaced the pads on one side, calipers, they'd done a lot of lubricating. The caliper on one of the other sides was sticking, so they did that. They did quite a bit of work to it, obviously charged me, very reasonably priced. But what I would like to say is I cannot thank them enough. I mean, you imagine I've travelled 250 miles down to Devon, brakes go at the final moment, I'm down here for 5 days. I mean, they fitted me in, really friendly, really professional service. So a big shout out to Lovin's Garage. So if you're ever down this way in North Devon or staying in, or you're a local to the Combe area, I highly recommend that garage. All right, walking back down the hill now, I just wanted to go up to the garage just to take a little video and make sure I gave them a mention. We have a Combe Museum, Tourist Information Centre on the right. And we'll continue down towards the beach. What a cute little lane. So this leads down to the Fossil pub and back onto the beach. I'm just going to pan round and show you some of these houses going up the side of the cliff. Fancy living there. Probably can't make it out that well from this distance, but there's a lot of caves, some quite large, and there's a tiny one literally the size of a door opening directly in the centre. But like I said, you know, we'll see that later today. It is forecast for rain for the first time today, this afternoon, but hopefully I can get my recording done and back before it happens. Well, we're descending towards Newbury Beach now, and again, really quiet. I can see one person on it. Excuse me if the footage is jumping up and down. I do struggle walking downhill. Well, here is Arches Beach Weddings. It's a wedding venue and suite. What a stunning place to get married in the summer, with the views over the bay. Fancy a house on a beach? Imagine the views from that conservatory on the back there, or that balcony above, looking directly out to sea. Must be absolutely magical. It's amazing how far the tide goes out. It literally goes out to the tip of the cliffs. We've got the orange marker in front of us, and then there's the tip of the cliffs there, and you can walk right out to there later on in the day. So that's the plan. Sun's gone behind the cloud at the moment. I think it's just about to come out again, but and there is some rain forecast, but fingers crossed, eh? I'm going to walk back to the car now, go and have a spot to eat and sit down for an hour, and then come back out again. Well, we're back down in the town now. It's sun's gone in, very cloudy. It is going to rain eventually, and I've managed to get the drone up in the wind, but because the sun's gone in, it allowed me to go from all different angles, so hopefully when I see the footage I'll be pleased with it.
Gliding wings through skies untamed, chasing dreams where stars are framed. Clouds like whispers, soft embrace, horizons calling, endless space. Over mountains, past the streams, heart is light, alive with dreams. The world below, a patchwork scene, freedom's pulse, a steady beam, flying high over land and sea, boundless skies where we're meant to be. Feel the wind, it sets us free, carrying hopes endlessly. Golden sunlight strokes the plains, dancing rays, no earthly chains. Courage builds with every height, kissing edges of the night. Stories written in the air, motion painting bold and rare. Above it all, no thought to fall. We hold the flight, we conquer all. Flying high over land and sea,
From where I was filming from, which was quite high up, it was extremely windy. I'm hoping, being down on the beach, I'm going to be a tiny bit sheltered, mainly for the audio. And as the sun's gone in with the wind, it is actually quite chilly. I don't really want to start putting coats on. Looking at people, some have got coats on, some haven't. And as you can see in front of me, there's a little school party, bless them. They're all rock pooling. Great fun. As I get further out from the main beach, you can see the trickle of the runoff from the river. And I mentioned that earlier, that the river meets the sea in a gully back near the pub. Well, obviously now the tide's out, it's free flowing, and it's free flowing all the way down to the sea. So at the moment I'm sort of zigzagging. I can't walk in a straight line. I've got to find shallow bits because these runoffs are absolutely everywhere. That's about 6 inches deep there. That's it. I've got away with it. So as you can see, that's it. I've crossed it without getting my feet wet. Ahead of me now is Newbury Beach, which again we were walking on this morning with that stunning house. It's very deceiving, isn't it, when the tide's in? Look at this rock, how jagged it is, and some of it's quite tall. And there is a little rock wave break, I suppose, and hence the marker on the end here, so it guides the boats round, because that's got to be about 9 or 10 feet high, that rock. Right, we'll see if we can walk round the edges here. I know the tide is receding, so I'm not worried about getting... The problem is sometimes when you go to places like this, you can get cut off. You know, you go walking around and the tide comes in and surrounds you. But this is actually going out. Referring back to Monday afternoon again when I was waiting for the car, I probably walked out about another, well, to the edge of the rock on the right hand side. So probably about another 30 or 40 metres. So at lowest tide, that's where it was. There's quite a few people walking along that path going to the caves. It's going to be a bit noisy because I think the school children are going along there as well, but I'm going to have to go and do that in a minute. Well, I've just zoomed in on the wedding venue up there in the centre of the screen, and if I just pan to the left, in the centre of the screen now is where I was filming from, where I took the drone off from. So I was quite high up, but it gave me an absolutely clear vantage of the drone in every direction that I went in. So yeah, it was actually very enjoyable. Very windy, quite scary, but very enjoyable. You can see how far out I am. Quite a way. I must admit, in the past, I've been, I used to come down here early morning with my, I mean, going right back to the mid-80s, I had a cross-border collie. And when the children were young, that's when we first came here. And I remember coming down here in the morning and walking along the beach. Do you know, I absolutely loved it. It's quite a young fella then. It's probably about, 28, 29. But the peace, just coming down to a beach with your mutt, it was just, yeah, I've got really fond memories of that. Well, I've managed to cross all these little streams, even though some are quite deep. It's deceiving, without getting my feet wet. Well impressed. Not that I really care. I'm just a kid at heart anyway. The little school children are thoroughly enjoying rock pooling, and they've just gone into a cave behind me, so I didn't want to record. Hopefully they'll be out of there by the time I get back and I can take a little trip into the caves. I'll show you them on the way back. I'm just going to walk out to the furthest point. Now the kelp along here is quite slippery. I've just got to be very mindful looking down where I'm walking. And there's loads of crustaceans on the path as well, so you're sort of stepping on them as well. So right along this section you have loads of caves, all varying sizes. You can imagine the goods that these smugglers were hiding away in these caves back in the olden days. The layers in the cliff faces, fascinating, and the colours. All along here there's rock pools in between the jagged rocks. A few years ago I happily stumbled and climbed across this lot, but not these days, not with osteoarthritis and a bad back. In fact, a lot of the time that's what I used to do when I was down there. I'd go off on my own and just, I was like a little kid, rock pooling, just climbing over rocks, just inquisitive, just like a child. Well, the gulls are out in force this afternoon. I suppose with the tide going out, it's easy pickings for them. Just going to pan the caves. I'm determined to get in one of these caves by hook or crook. I think I've seen one I can probably manage to get to. There you go, I'm on the way to a cave. Neither osteoarthritis or a bad back is going to stop me. Oh, did hurt my back jumping off the wall there. Right, excuse the dodgy camera work. I'm stepping over boulders. A very narrow cave. What's fascinating is the colours on the rocks. And as you come further out, it disappears, so it's mainly deeper in the cave. Do you know what? I'm in absolute agony at the moment with my knees and back, but I don't care. I'm absolutely loving this. Should have brought some painkillers with me, but there you go. On to the next cave. Oh wow. Can't believe these colours and the shapes. It's absolutely stunning. Well, that's it for this video, folks. Really enjoyed it. Good idea doing it in two parts, I think. Going back and having lunch at my mobile home allowed me to get the drone up. It's been an absolutely great day out and a great 4 days so far. I'm still down here tomorrow, but visiting a friend, so no more filming. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I filmed Lynton, Lynmouth, Valley of the Rocks, and Heddon Valley, and this. So there's several videos on the North Devon coast if you want to view them. As I upload them, I'll update each description below and I'll list all the video links. I may even make a playlist for it. Not sure yet. I've got to get home and make all these videos first. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, this visit with me. I'm definitely coming back down here in September because there's 3 or 4 walks I didn't do. I definitely over planned it. So I'll get them finished off the other side of the school holidays when the weather calms down a bit and there's less people. So all that leaves me to say is I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and bye for now. See you on the next video.